So if you looked at my channel, you can see there's a playlist for deck building. I enjoy deck building. I enjoy deck building for games I know very little about. As you can tell by looking at this video and the fact that my channel has a deck list playlist. Anyways, if you buy a box of the Nightmare Before trading card main set, you will get one of all 36 rares, 4 of the 6 ultra rares, and basically all the commons and uncommons. I opened that, and then I made 4 decks, and this is one of those decks. I hope you enjoy this video. Welcome, heroes and villains, to Fjook Enterprises YouTube channel. Take a moment, relax, stop your bickering, and just enjoy the show. This is the deck I built around this starting card. It's my Jack deck, which gives you a big starting hand of 7. You can move 4 cards, add 2 hunger points, or draw 2 cards. Always active because it costs 0. It's starting location, something you can always do during your turn. And with this and the house, you can draw until you have 7 cards in hand again, which is always good. Adding money and moving cards is good. That's also creations can help you win games. That's a huge boost in money. Why that costs 6. And like most of these Nightmare Before Christmas decks, which is Nook. Such as surprises. Surprises are very important, especially for this deck. Among other things, this is my deck that most messes with my opponents. So you have things like Behemoth, which make your opponents discard cards. You have Corpse Kid because some of the surprises, plus you can once per turn you can do that, which is nice. I think I have cards that affect Oogie, that's why he's in here. Being able to do stuff when you play him is nice. Maybe you can activate a location by doing that. Having Jack cost less is nice too. Replacing yourself with the cards it's useful, but having Sally and Jack is play at the same time is also useful. And the red Jack costs a lot, and if you're not careful, he'll die as soon as he comes out. Well, you can always get rid of 0 because 0 is free. You can always play 0 for free first and then discard 0. It's always a strategy. And then you have the players. Accordion player Jimmy replaces himself, a player at the same side as a player. Jim. And James. Jimmy Jim James. Add that in Eddie. Add searchability. You know, all that's a neat searchability. And the Easter Bunny. -1 victory points. But if you play him for free and then play Jack, discarding him, up points. And then you have Jingle Bells, which costs less for players, which you can have up to 3 players. Yeah, Jack and Sally, same okay. This costs less. You can replace itself with 2 cards. Decomposing Guy, which is in the deck. if I mentioned this before, but this is the deck that most messes with the opponent. My Jack deck. Like this, forces them to discard. This can return. This can return. This can return. This just actually replace your hand, which is always nice. And as I said, most messes with your opponents because there are 2 fires in this deck. Deadly Nightshade, you can search or return. Search or search for any card. Search or disrupt your opponent's plan. Search or draw. Search for creation. Draw cards, refill your hand. Discard opponent's character. Draw 2 cards or return a vampire. Oily. And while this doesn't mess with the opponents, it also works with the Easter Bunny card that I saw earlier. So that's the main deck and the location deck of my Jack deck, which this deck and the Oogie Boogie deck I actually haven't got a chance to play or played against, but I just wanted to explain the logic to you and me so that of why the cards that went in it, the players to replace themselves so you can draw more cards to mess with your opponents and stuff like that. Anyways, until we clash again, may your schemes and heroics be plentiful. And if you want them to be successful, like and comment on the video.